Hi there. I'm going to tell you about this medal that I've got. I'm really proud of this. It's the Oban Airport Run the Runway 2025. So this is the first time that this guy started this up, and it was on behalf of the hospice in Oban to raise funds for them. So what he did is he said, I'm going to work alongside the airport, and what we're going to do is a 5k run up and down the stripway. Oh, that'll be fun, I thought. So he said, we've got 300 tickets, and they sold every single one. And I thought, this will be fun, right? So long story short, I went there, and oh my gosh, it was fun. As I'm walking down on the cycle track, which is pitch black at night, and I've only got an head torch, and I'm thinking, oh, this is spooky, but I liked it as well. As I got near to the airport, there were all these people doing star jumps and warming up exercises, and I thought, oh, this is hilarious. And I could tell by the age of everybody there that I was in the top 1% of being the oldest. So most of them were really young, like teenagers, and then 20s, 30s. There was a few in the 40s, about 5 in the 50s, and maybe 1, 2 in the 60s. So I was definitely one of the oldest people there. But I thought, I'm doing it anyway. I'm not here for anybody else. I didn't know one person there, but I'm not there for them. I'm there for me. And I thought this will be a really good thing to do, because you're doing a race with people you've got no chance up against, so you know you're not going to win them, but the fact is you've competed with them, and they need someone like me. You've always got to have the stragglers at the back to make you look even better, right? So we set off, and of course the first third of the people just bolted off, like full sprint, and I just walked. And I'm walking around laughing to myself, and it were pitch black, but they'd lit all the runway up, and it was so atmospheric, and it was great, because everybody was in that high spirits. And I was walking along thinking, oh, I'm going to come last, oh no. And then I realised as I was going round that I wasn't the only person walking. And I thought, oh, that's good. So then there was another little race amongst us, like who can walk the fastest. So I got overtaken by a few women, and we were all laughing as we went past each other, and then some point I took over them and so forth. But it was really good fun, and they had people up and down the runway, volunteers, with things like water, and they had their own cheerers. So they've got all these young uns in the middle of the runway cheering us on, and as I'm walking past, like I'm walking to the shop, they're going, you can do it, you can do it, and I couldn't stop laughing. And I thought, what do you look like? Everybody's got shorts on and t-shirts, and it was cold, right? And I've got thermals on, 2 jackets and a woolly hat. And after the first lap I were boiling, and I'm thinking, what are you doing, woman? So I did it anyway. I came 273 or something. I think there was about 8 people behind me. And I didn't care. And I got to the end and I got that medal, and I was so proud of myself, and I thought, this is fun, right? Because I was one of the fattest, one of the oldest, and when I turned up they probably all thought I was there just to watch. But I took part, and I think it's important that no matter what size you are, your ability, anything, you should do it anyway. I did see a guy, he obviously didn't do the whole race because it would have been too much, but he had a go doing it on crutches. And I thought, way to go, because there's too many people give in, do you know what I mean? And I think no matter how rubbish you are at something, if you want to do it, just do it anyway. So I did that, and I'm proud. So I'm gonna put this medal somewhere where I can see it, to remind myself that there's no such thing as can't. So yeah, I was laughing coming home because I had to walk back as well. So I did 40 minutes walk on top of it, and it took me 55 minutes to do the 5k, which is about average for if you're walking. So it's like an hour and a half's walking. So, you know, it's fine, isn't it? When I got home I was buzzing, thinking, look at all those young'uns who were there. And I mean young'uns, they had all the fire engines there, all fire crew, there were loads and loads of people there. And it was such fun, and the atmosphere was great, and they raised a few £1,000s for charity. And people saying, you've got to do it again next year, and I would definitely do it again. But I think sometimes you've got to go out of your comfort zone and do things you wouldn't normally do, and just have a laugh doing it. I laughed to myself. There was no one there to laugh with, but I was laughing to myself thinking, this is actually really funny, because just looking at how you turned up, your age, your weight, everything, you could, just by how you turned up, you could see that you weren't going to make it. And I bet a few people looked at me and thought, she's not even going to get to the end. But I did it, and I enjoyed it, and there you go. So I thought I'd just tell you that little story about the runway run, which was a walk for me. It was absolutely brilliant, pitch black. All the runway lit up, so as you're walking up and down it, all you can see are the people that are right next to you. And then at the end they had like a celebration party going on, sort of thing. So when everybody came off, there was a group of people cheering. And what was funny is the cheers got less and less and less the more the race went on, because obviously there were less people to cheer on. It took me 55 minutes. I think the last person came in at 1 hour and 3 minutes. So 7 minutes behind me. So those people on the end had to wait for everyone to finish, but it was fun. So there you go. And let's see what I get up to next time.